94.3 WYBC. I'm Darryl Huckaby with Dee in the morning. And every now and then we got to take a minute to talk about some issues that are affecting our community. And recently, we've been hearing a lot about this term, the triple demic, the cold, the flu, and COVID. And it's really been impacting our community. And I'm excited to have a special guest to give us some updates in terms of what's happening in New Haven to combat that and keep our residents healthy. Her name is Maritza Bond. She's the director of the New Haven Department of Public Health. Maritza, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me again. It's such a pleasure to virtually see you.
Yes, absolutely. It's always good to have you on, giving us some good information as to how we can keep our residents healthy in times of like this, the triple demic. So can you give us an update as to where we stand in New Haven with the cold, the flu, and COVID, that triple combination?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I love this radio station. This radio station is, it's just really one that I grew up with. And so it's nice to be back. And of course, I'm always sharing news, but of course, sometimes not always good news as we enter the holiday season and enter the winter season. We are seeing that our numbers are increasing for multiple viruses, as you indicated, the triple pandemic. And so it's like these triple viruses are impacting us. And really looking at our hospitalizations have significantly increased by 100%, both for flu patients as well as COVID-19 patients, and also, monitoring our COVID-19 cases just in general. And we know that they're underreported because we now have the ability to test from home, and that does not get reported. And so seeing these numbers continuously rise are certainly a concern that we're seeing not only in New Haven, but also in the state. So for example, in the county, we're seeing about over 121 cases per 100,000 for COVID in the last week, which is a significant increase in a 2-week period. And then also, as I mentioned, the hospitalizations. And so I usually use the wastewater and the hospitalizations. That's two metrics to sort of gauge where we are. And so as we are preparing for the holiday, we want to increase awareness, but also make it fun, right? We've come a long way and know that we have resources at our disposal where we didn't have them 2 years ago. And so the fact that we have vaccines available, the fact that we have therapeutic medicines and ways that we can mitigate and be mindful when we go into social gatherings, like wearing a mask or, washing our hands as often as possible in any setting. And so we have those resources, we have the knowledge, and now it's just making sure that we know how to access that. And so this VAXgiving campaign is all about that. It's about really promoting and fostering families gathering together, but also being able to be responsible and getting those additional doses and flu vaccines to get that extra boost for protection.
Nice. And again, if you're just joining us, we're talking to Maritza Bond. She's the director of the New Haven Public Health Department. So let's talk about the VAXgiving campaign and how that works. And I love the fact that it's interactive.
Yes, I'm really excited. One of the things that we're doing is that we are having a photo contest where we're having and asking different families to upload pictures of their families gathering together that are vaccinated, to be able to be featured either in a billboard commercial or even be entered to prizes, like good stuff too. Like we're giving away $100 gift cards to groceries. We know groceries are so costly, especially as we're getting ready to cook all these wonderful meals and recipes. It can be able to benefit families. And we are also very thankful for our partner, Velo Airlines, of which gave us tickets for a family up to 6 to be able to select one of their 14 locations. And so it's exciting. We're asking people to upload on nhvvax.org a family featured photo to be entered into one of our prizes. And so we will have multiple winners. And so we want to be able to encourage families for certain.
I like the fact that we're engaging the community to participate, not just in being vaccinated, but showing that you're vaccinated to encourage other people. And imagine seeing yourself on a billboard or on a commercial on TV, representing a good cause and a good campaign to keep our community healthy. That's great. Yeah. And it's NV Vax. What's the website one more time?
N as in Nancy, hvvax.org. And the campaign, a photo contest is until December 26th. And so people can upload, we are asking people to upload 2 photos of their families that are vaccinated. Of course, we want them to be New Haven residents so that we can be able to ensure that the giveaways are given to our own families in our own cities. So definitely get more information at nhvvax.org.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you're here so that we can really emphasize as we go through the holiday season. A lot of people travel more. Holiday gatherings, we typically are around more people. And with the triple demic really impacting our community, and I know it's really putting a strain on the hospitals in terms of availability of beds. So, if the hospital systems are, impacted by the viruses, people that have, other issues, non-virus related, will have difficulty in getting, the care that they need. So it's really important for us to lock arms as a community and be
Yes.
diligent, wash your hands. I wear masks, pretty much everywhere I go. I always carry sanitizer with me in the car. I mean, I'm just still like it was 2 years ago. I'm still doing the same or having the same practices in terms of keeping myself protected. But by doing so, you're keeping people around you protected as well.
Well, thank you for being a good example. I think that's important. And we are in this phase. We were asked yesterday, were we going to be doing mask mandates? We are not going to be in a regulatory mode. We know that we've come this far. We have access to vaccines. All of our vaccine partners that have, really collaborated with us as a health department have made it accessible to the community. And so the fact is that we have all these resources at people's disposal. We have the knowledge that we need to stay healthy. Let's be responsible and really have individual and social responsibility and accountability to be able to ensure that we're really setting a good example, but also protecting our loved ones, as you mentioned.
Right. Absolutely. Well, Maritza, thank you for joining us. And again, Maritza Bond, Director of the New Haven Public Health Department. Always glad to have you on and sharing pertinent information to help keep our community safe. And again, that website, nhvvax.com. .org.
nhvvax.org.
There you go. And we'll have you on again for some more updates so that we know how we're progressing and keeping our community safe.
Absolutely. I look forward to being back.
All right. Maritza Bond, thank you. It's Darryl Huckaby with DD in the Morning on the Rhythm of the City, 94.3 WYBC.